Jordan Rubie had been itching to get out of town, to go somewhere, anywhere. But even after traveling some 3,000 miles, he was still at loose ends. Not to mention, bored. So damn bored. For most of his adult life, Jordan had spent 9 months of the year circling the globe as a race car driver in the World Apex Grand Prix Motorsports Series. But a dramatic crash the summer before had ended his career, along with the only overscheduled life he'd ever known. His twin sister's wedding in Scotland had given him the perfect reason to pull out his passport again. On a whim, he'd decided to head across the pond early and stay at another race car driver's cottage in North Wales. Except he hadn't anticipated the only real change being the scenery. Although he had to admit, Snowdon's distant mountain peaks provided a slightly better backdrop than the pine trees surrounding his private lake in southeast Michigan. But other than that, he was still alone and lost. Apparently, without a racetrack teeming with other cars to follow, he lacked direction, which might explain why he'd rarely stood at the top of the podium, if he was in the mood to ponder his mediocre at best driving career. He was not. Since arriving in the village of Abersoch, Jordan had done little more than rotate between his friend Wynn's cottage and a bright turquoise beach hut and a blanket on the sand. Each day, the beach had emptied quickly as the dinner hour neared, almost as if the sun turned into a massive clock that signaled it was time to go home. And everyone obeyed, packing up beach tents and toys and dragging sand-covered kids toward the car park. Today was turning out to be more of the same. Within minutes of the sun's usual magic trick, all that remained was a flock of seagulls, a mom coaxing her small son out of the Irish Sea, and him, a 34-year-old man sneaking sips from a flask and trying far too hard to relax. That is, until, out of the corner of his eye, Jordan glimpsed a woman walking down the beach,